what if Tien survived the future timeline? How we're gonna do this one is, it's gonna be a little more simple. We're gonna have it to where Tien he always trained, so I can't say if he trained. Yeah, I'm sure Krillin, they were the ones that typically didn't train during times of peace. But we're gonna have it to where he's a little bit different, and he also did more training on King Kai's planet, and he stayed a little longer, and he let Chaozu leave. Like, they're still got their bromance, I'm not being funny, and they still got it, but you know, Chaozu was kind of like, no, Tien, you keep training, I don't want to hold you back. And he's like, all right then, I'll train in earnest, and when I come back, I'll be a whole new person. You know, something like around those lines. This happens, and everything pretty much plays out normally, and Tien eventually pulls up after leaving, and he also learns the instant transmission from King Kai, because King Kai apparently knows that, which I don't know if that's manga canon, but in the anime, he did talk about that. So, we'll talk about what happens. Frieza pulls up, Goku annihilates Frieza and King Cole. No transformations, no special, anything like that. Then he pulls down and Tien pulls up and he's like, damn, I missed the fight. No matter. Hey, Goku. He's like, yeah, what's up, Tien? Let's get our rematch in. And he's like, are you sure about that? You do know I can go Super Saiyan. As Tien bulks up a little bit. And then he screams, ah! Boom, ki goes everywhere. And the power that's emanating from him is immense. He is stronger than what he was prior. With Tien's good ki control, and Tien also probably being able to learn the buff technique from Master Roshi. This isn't Kaioken in its entirety. It's a similar thing, but a little different, because most people believe that Tien's like a hybrid of human and something else. So we're gonna use that to play into it. And he's actually tapping into that power without knowing about it. So what ended up happening is he's like, I don't know, Goku. I think I am pretty sure about it. As he takes his one of his signature stances. And Goku's like, very well then. I could go, he's being funny at first. He's like, well, I won't go Super Saiyan, that'll be unfair. He said, Goku, if you don't go Super Saiyan, I'll kill you in this fight. And he's like, all right, just remember, you asked for it. Bam! Bam! Fight goes. Me. Good hands. Me. You're not holding back, are you, Goku? I don't know, am I? Bam! Hits him in the stomach. Then smacks him down to the earth. And then Tien's laughing. He's like, that's all you got? And then as Tien pulls up behind him, which technique? His arms splout out. Me, and just good combos, good hands. It's just an overall good fight. Everything's happening. And now I want y'all to keep in mind, Tien's not inherently using a high multiplier for Kaioken. He's using maybe like a ×2, okay? And when I do my stories, I don't inherently go off of like power levels. I just go off of they trained, they did this, because Toriyama could do it, I could do it too, and it's the what if, all right? And one more thing for justification's sakes is, if Krillin's able to hold back Goku holding back in blue Kamehameha, I think the humans can fight back some more than what they were given credit for. And realistically, they just got done dirty. So anyways, Tien's fighting back. And Vegeta's fucking mad. He's like, what? How is this person that wasn't even able to handle Nappa fighting along with the legendary Super Saiyan transformation? Now there's someone that sees this and has a completely different view on fighting. Gohan always did, which I did do this in one of my other what ifs, and I'm uploading them when I upload them or when I made them in the same order. But quick thing is, Gohan might have not actually hated fighting, but he hated what it represented. I'll do this one a little quicker. But before the Saiyan Saga, he got kidnapped by his uncle, that's an alien. Then he got kidnapped by Piccolo, alien. Then he had to go to an alien planet. Then he had to proceed to fight different aliens. The Ginyu Force dropped him, okay? And then he had to fight Frieza that killed his best friend during the Saiyan Saga. All the people were his friends or cool with them died. Then after all of this happened, you know, he had to fight, we don't even got to get into the androids yet. But a lot of stuff, a lot of people died, he got kidnapped, and this all happened around 5. And he associates all of this with fighting. So why would I like fighting when every time someone fights or do anything, people die? But with this being said, someone that is considered weak by traditional standards and traditional means is throwing these quality hands. He's gonna not feel so bad, because if he can learn how to fight like Tien, in theory, he would learn how to fight like, you know, him. I lost the thought there. I was thinking of 5 different things. I'm sorry. Anyways, so we get back into this mad fight. They're throwing quality hands. Bim, bim, bim. He's like, Dono Ray, Kamehameha. Boosh. Big explosion. And he's like, tell me, Goku, as he has his other hands proceeding to charge up an attack while he's fighting Goku. Tell me, what do you think of all my new abilities? Which, not new abilities, but more of like his new power or power level. And he's like, what do you think? I'm impressed. I didn't think you would ever get this strong, Tien. Ah, interesting. Well, I guess it's about time I stop holding back. As he retracts his arms back, and Goku's looking at him like, Tien, don't tell me you're trying that technique again. You remember what happened back in the tournament? And for y'all, most of y'all didn't watch Dragon Ball. I only watched different bits of it. But basically, it's the technique where he multiplies himself and he multiplies his power. Tien's like, yeah, but there's a counter to this. As he proceeds to multiply himself, but only into 3. Now I say he multiplies himself into 1. And he's like, well, yeah, that multiplied your power down to half. Not exactly. It's more about a quarter. And he's like, fill my ki. As his ki slowly rises, he's like, wait, your power didn't drop that much. And he's like, exactly. But for the bit that did drop, Kaioken, he bulks up a little bit. Kaioken times 3. Goku's like, wait, what? And then they proceed to pounce on Goku. Me. Beam. Start beating on Goku's ass, nigga. Just me. And so the fight is getting very crisp and it's juicy. Tien is just beating on Goku maliciously, no mercy. But then the unexpected happens. Goku says to himself and out loud, like, wow, I was really saving this for Vegeta, just in case he learned how to turn Super Saiyan by this. And Vegeta's like, what? And Goku falls back down to the ground, breathes in, breathes out, and he says, Super Kaioken. And his power erupts. Mad amount of aura, mad amount of energy. And Tien immediately goes back to himself, bro. He's like, okay then. Tien's like, very well then. Proceeds to do some weird hand movements. And he like starts channeling his chi a little bit differently. And it's like he's almost tapping into like some unique power that's only, you know, unique to him. And he lets it all roar. He lets it all out, all his power, everything he has. And Goku says to him with the Kaioken, it's almost kind of like reminiscent of like how he is with Blue, like just his movements. And he's like, all right, Tien, I think you get what I'm doing by this point. And Tien's like, I believe so, Goku, but I didn't think it would end like this. And he's like, this will be my final fight. Goku just lets all his anger, not all his anger, but I guess in Super Saiyan, all his anger, he lets it all go. This will be my final fight. Do not hold back. Pew! Kaioken noise. Tien. Pew! I'll show you the true power of an assassin, Goku. He said, I hope so. Pew, 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 pew. Dynamic entries, blows, power, everything, radiating. Tien doing moves, techniques, combinations he never did before. Goku using all his strength in each punch, each blow. And Gohan's a little off-put, and it'd be similar to how Piccolo was in the canon when he was like, you have rights to worry. It'd be kind of that same energy. He's like, Goku's not fighting like he normally would be fighting. And on top of that, he's putting his life into these punches. Not just the, I'm going all out. I'm putting everything into these punches. And then they would be like, something's wrong. At least Piccolo and Gohan, and Krillin would be like, wait, I think I noticed it too. And so the fight commences. Dramatic blows, punches, everything. Supreme, maximum, quality smoke is being dished out. And then they end it with a classic beam struggle. Goku charges up a Kamehameha, and Homie G charges up an ultimate or super Dodo Ray. But instead of doing it with just one hand, he does it with 6 hands, and it all focuses in and becomes like a giant like beam light. And he charges that out and sends it out. Ugh. So they're doing their thing, right? And Goku thought he was a good one, right? He thought he was sneaky. And Tien was winning the beam struggle. Goku's like, Kaioken times 4. And then the beam struggle gets knocked back a little bit, but Tien's like, I'm not done yet. Times 3. And then as this happens, Goku instant transmission pulls up right on the side of Tien with the dynamic. It's similar to what happened to Cell, but there's no regeneration. Goku blasts this blast right there, then and there. Oh, there. Goku thought he was big brain with it. He thought he was him, right? And then, just like it happened in canon, the upper half of Tien is blown off. And everyone's like, wait, Goku killed him? So, everyone's thinking, so everyone's aghast in awe of the fact that Goku just killed Tien. Goku's panting. He's oh great heavens, like he's tired, okay? And then Tien says, as I said, son Goku. And then Tien appears behind him, basically on some anime type shit, you know, with the red eyes on some beat. And then he pulls up point, and then with a single finger and a Dodo Ray pointed to Goku's heart.
And I'm back. Here we go. DK's about to reach the climax of this video. Something about a dodo ring and a cock ring. Let's go.
5,000 attempts later, bro. Anyways, he pulls up behind Goku with the Dodo Ray straight to this dude's heart. And it's mega charged too. Like, he's got like a whole bunch of heat to it. And he's like, Goku, I'm the superior warrior. And then fires it, piercing Goku's heart. Well, we'll say Goku was able to dodge, and then like at that last moment, Goku was able to like hit him with like a max fucking backhanded punch, and then just, and then Tien pulls up right behind Goku, but in front of him this time, and just releases an unseldomly amount of furies of kicks, punches, of blows, and then wobbling back, Goku's like, and then a whole bunch of rains of ki blasts and stuff like that just are raining down upon him, okay? And Tien said, I'm not having none of this. Puts his hand up and just but basically puts one singular hands up and just shoots a whole bunch of blasts similar to Uraraka and Bakugo match, and just blasts all that way. And then Goku speedlets with like a whole bunch of power. His Kaioken pushed to the max, and then Tien's ready to counter, but the punch is like right here to his face, and everything stops for time, and then everything happens, and then Goku passes out or loses Super Saiyan and just. And Tien's like, I won. And then Gohan's the first to pull up on him, and he's like, what's going on? Basically, he pulls up on his dad, and he's like, Gohan, as he rubs his head, listen to me. I know you might not. This is Z Goku, by the way, guys, not Super Goku. I know you're not the biggest fan of fighting, understandably, since all your fighting experiences have ended up negatively, but I think what Tien's training you I think you can enjoy fighting just like I do, but hell, he's as strong as a Super Saiyan, because if I didn't learn what I did, I wouldn't have been able to beat him. So I think he'll be able to treat you good. As Goku gets up, Piccolo's like, wait, and Krillin's there too by this point. And he's like, wait, but Goku, don't move. I'll get you. He said, Krillin, it's no point. I realized it the year I was on y'all draft that I'm gonna die, and everyone's like, wait, what? And Tien's like, yeah, I seen it when the fight started. And I was gonna call the fight off, but Goku shook his head no, saying, this is my last fight. I wanna die in battle. Technically speaking, he didn't die in battle. What's actually about to kill him is the heart virus, but it's excavated by the Super Saiyan transformation. Him getting pushed past his limit, on top of him adding Kaioken to it, accelerated beyond the 3 years that it was gonna take, or like 3 years and like, no, 2 years and 6 months, something like that. So that happened, and yeah, Goku eventually passes away, and he tells Gohan to train with him, train with Tien, go off with Tien and train. You never know when the next threat's coming. You never know when the next threat is coming. And then this is pretty much where Gohan begins to train with Tien, and he leaves. He just straight up goes with Tien and starts training off in the mountain and doing that stuff. But that is where we end. What if Tien survived the future?